If you're someone that wants to build stronger legs, then stay tuned because in this video, I'm going to teach you a powerful leg strengthening exercise that you don't want to miss. Welcome back, guys. This is Dr. Mike and I'm a physical therapist providing tips on how to build strength and longevity with your body. Now, most of us probably think that the only way to strengthen our legs is to work on compound exercises. Most of us are familiar with the deadlift exercise, or most of us think that the only way to get our legs stronger is by working on the squat exercise. But I'm here to tell you that there's one powerful exercise that you must be including into your leg routine in order to build strength. This exercise is called the split squat. Now, most of you might be familiar with the split squat, but I'm gonna go over specifically why this exercise can pack a powerful punch when it comes to building strength in the legs. Number one reason why I love this exercise is because this helps identify imbalances between our legs. If you don't know, as we get older and as we age, we start to develop asymmetries based on the environment that our body is placed in. Maybe that's because of a work environment, or maybe that's because you just have a stronger leg than the other. This split squat exercise is a great way to help identify which leg is weaker or stronger and can really help address those weaknesses for the long term, especially when it comes to hip health and staying injury free. Now, the split squat exercise requires you to get in this split stance position. So unlike a traditional squat where we are using both legs at the same time, this is now going to require you to train one leg at a time. So essentially you're bringing one leg out in front of you and the other leg is going behind you, and all you're going to focus on is keeping your chest nice and tall. You're going to drop that knee straight down. Now this is going to help fire up your glutes, your hamstring muscles behind the leg, as well as the quadricep, okay? So this can be a great way to help identify weaknesses between each leg, because now after you do one side, then you're going to test the other side to see if one side is harder than the other. So addressing imbalances between the leg can be the most valuable tool for this exercise. The second reason why I love this exercise for strengthening the legs is specifically because it allows us to address hip flexibility at the same time. Now, when you're working on a traditional exercise, you're probably either sitting down to strengthen your legs, maybe like a leg press or a leg extension, or you're working on a squat where you're actually hinging and bringing your hips backwards, going into what we call hip flexion. But one of the movements that we lose as we get older is hip extension. It's our ability to bring that leg behind us, which can be extremely valuable when it comes to reducing hip pain or even keeping your hips healthy. So the reason why this split squat is so valuable is now it takes one leg behind me and puts me in that hip extension. So as I'm working on this exercise and I'm dropping that knee straight down, not only am I training these legs to get stronger, I'm also opening up the hip and creating a nice good stretch in the quadriceps as well as the hip flexors. This is going to be a powerful exercise, and make sure when you're doing this, you are working on both at the same time. Now, the last reason why I think this exercise is so valuable is part of the reason why we exercise is, of course, we want to improve our function and independence. Of course, we want to get stronger, right? But the main reason why we continue exercise is because it's enjoyable. And often, if you're just working on the same leg exercises over and over, you are going to get bored and you're not going to want to be consistent with your exercise program. So the best way that this exercise can complement your leg training is that you can use many different variations with this exercise. For one, I think that this is a great exercise, especially for beginners, because if you are needing more support because of this split stance being more challenging on your balance, you can simply hold on to something, whether that's one hand or whether that's two hands, and you can do this just by working on this without any weight at all. So you might be in your kitchen practicing this exercise, or maybe you're doing this at the gym and you need to hold on to a rack or something that's stable. Such a simple way to help train your legs. Another variation that you can utilize with this exercise is by elevating your legs. So maybe one time during the week, you're practicing the splits squat here with your front leg elevated. You're gonna feel a greater challenge because you're getting a good stretch through that front leg as you're dropping the opposite knee down to the ground. Or if you wanna try another week to give yourself a different variation, now you can elevate the back leg. So we call this front leg and rear leg elevation. So that will depend on which exercise you're choosing to do. But the same thing, you're gonna drop that knee straight to the ground, try to keep your torso up nice and tall, and then stand up to the top. When I perform this exercise, just like most of my strengthening exercise, anywhere between 3 to 4 sets is the sweet spot, and you can practice anywhere between 8 to 12 reps at a time. Give this exercise a try. Comment below on what you think and why you use this exercise in your routine if you're currently using it. In the meantime, if you like more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.